Honey, I'm home. Hi, I'm Sangeeta and welcome to my channel. Cheta or porota beef is an emotion you hear throughout Kerala. In today's video, I'll show you how to get soft, chewy, crispy porota without much kneading and hard work. We are going to make an eggless version of the same and I'm sure you'll love it. So let's get started. In a large bowl, drop in 480 grams of all-purpose flour or 4 cups of maida, 1 cup measuring up to 120 grams. Add 1.5 teaspoon of salt. Toss in 1.5 tablespoon of sugar and mix this in using a spoon or your hand. Now pour in half a cup of water and bring the flour together. Now use your hand and knead the dough after pouring in 1/4 cup of water. You may need up to 1 cup of water more or less. So make sure to pour the water little at a time. The dough should look like so. It's sticky to touch. Now transfer the dough onto a flat workspace. Dust some flour and get kneading. We will be kneading the dough for only 5 minutes. Most recipes ask for about 15-20 minutes, but we aren't going to do that. Stretch the dough like so and bring it back in. Stretch it in all directions. In about 3 minutes, your dough will smoothen out. Once your dough looks smooth and soft, you can stop kneading. I'll be stretching the dough to show you that it is not ready yet. We do not have a window pane yet. The dough is still tough to pull apart and not stretchy. It tears easily. Into the same bowl, add some oil and rest your dough for at least an hour and a half or 2. Cover the top of the dough with oil and close the bowl with a plate. It's been over an hour now. You can see that the dough has relaxed and it's super stretchy now. You'll be able to stretch this into a thin layer without breaking it. My nail has punctured a hole, but otherwise it's a stretchy, flexible dough. If you can see your fingers through it, you'll know it's ready. If you can't, then let it rest for some more time. Apply ghee on your workspace and portion the dough. Smoothen the dough out as much as possible. We can make 8 parotas using this measurement. If you're new to this channel, hi and welcome. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram too. The handle will be linked below in the description. Cover the oil-coated dough using a damp cloth or a bowl and allow it to rest for about 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, we can start rolling out our dough. Make sure to keep the rest of the dough covered. In a small bowl, mix in a tablespoon each of ghee and oil and keep it aside. Apply this mixture on the surface and spread the dough like so. This is the first method to stretch the dough. I'll be showing you another easy method in a minute. Cut the dough into strips like so using a knife. Sprinkle some flour on top of it and then bring the dough strips together. Roll the dough into a spiral and tuck it in well. Place the dough inside the bowl while working on the next. This ensures that your dough does not dry out. Let me show you the second method now. Apply some oil and flatten it out a little using your finger. Now pull the corners like so. It's okay if the dough tears while stretching. Keep tugging the corners to stretch the dough. Cut the dough into strips and roll it after dusting some flour. Let's flatten the dough to make paratha. Use the tips of your fingers like I prefer doing. Make sure to not flatten it paper thin. It should be just a little thick. Place it on a hot tawa, apply ghee and cook the paratha until done. Cook your paratha on medium flame until you get golden brown blisters on both sides. You can also flatten the rolled dough using the mount of your palm. I've cooked all of the parathas. Take 3 or 4 parathas at a time and stack them up. Fluff the parathas up like this while it's still hot to reveal its layers. It looks crazy good and it makes me so happy that I got it right without much kneading. It's so crispy, as you can hear, soft and delicious. I hope you get to try this soon. Until next time.